Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive into the fascinating world of frequency healing, how sound vibrations from 111 hertz to 888 hertz can help realign our bodies and minds. We're exploring everything from basics to
Yep.
practical routines.
Yeah, so let's start at the foundation. Frequency healing isn't about magic numbers. It's about how our bodies resonate with different rhythms and vibrations, right?
Right on. Exactly. It's like, think of how your heartbeat syncs with your breath or how a lullaby can calm a baby. It's the patterns and the gentle consistency in sound that bring a feeling of
hmm
safety. And this approach, it's not medical advice, just a supportive practice for stress relief, focus, and even sleep.
And it's so cool how these frequencies, say 432 hertz, are considered natural and calming. They become a gentle base for activities like journaling or meditation. But, what do you think about the idea of choosing a frequency based solely on its number?
Well, that's where nuance comes in. Right, exactly. Because it's not just one number in isolation, it's about how it all mixes with volume, tone, and intention. Like you might use 432 hertz for overall relaxation, but then switch to 528 hertz when you're in need of a mood reset.
Yeah.
The frequencies each carry a vibe that can help set the tone for what you need at any moment.
Now, speaking of 528 hertz, isn't that often tagged as the love frequency, even though its claims like DNA repair aren't exactly
Yeah,
medically proven?
absolutely.
It's used more as an uplifting, heart-opening sound, kind of a mood elevator when you're in a slump.
Precisely. And then there's 111 hertz, which folks often turn to for grounding and deep meditation. It's almost like a sound anchor that helps you drop into your body when your mind's racing. It's a good
hmm
tool to regain calm during anxious moments.
And then we've got 222 hertz, which many say is all about balance and emotional soothing. Kind of like, let's cool down and reset when you're emotionally scattered. It even
That's an
ties into
insightful point.
relationships, supporting that co-regulation and communication.
Yeah, it's pretty neat how each frequency is like a tool in your wellness toolkit. But I do want to challenge one idea. Sometimes these labels, like abundance frequency for 888 hertz, can sound too one dimensional. It really depends on personal experience,
Absolutely, I
right?
agree.
They serve as cues rather than magic numbers.
For sure. And it's crucial to mention that your nervous system is the final judge here. If a certain sound feels irritating or overwhelming, it's totally fine to adjust it. Lower the volume, switch to another frequency, or even change the environment.
Exactly. Safety and personal resonance are key. Let's talk routines. One practical segment is the calm routine, ideal for moments of anxiety. You pick a gentle track, maybe something like 111, 222, or 432 hertz. Keep it
Right.
low and do some mindful breathing. It's almost like sending a direct safety signal to your brain.
Then there's the sleep routine, divided into downshift and drift phases. Downshift is the initial transition with, say, 432 or 111 hertz to ease your mind, while drift involves switching to softer sounds like brown noise or rain. It's a really clever way to help your brain switch off without stimulating it.
Yeah, exactly. And let's not forget focus and productivity, using sound as an attention container. It's about setting a clear intention with a specific mix, like 432 hertz for calm focus, or even 888 hertz if you're engaging in wealth work. But remember, no lyrics,
Right.
just those steady, predictable tones. It lets you concentrate deeply, almost like creating your own personal sound bubble.
Absolutely. And when it comes to emotional release, safety is paramount. You want to choose frequencies that don't overwhelm you. Options like 639 hertz for connection or even gentle sound baths. The idea is to provide an outlet for emotions, then integrate the experience with something grounding afterwards. A quick journal session or stepping outside can
Totally.
really close that loop of emotional processing.
Yeah, and that's an interesting point about integration. It's the repetition and the consistency in these sessions that help your nervous system develop a
Yep.
sense of safety over time. Even something as simple as humming using your own voice can give you that soothing vibration to bring you back into center.
Speaking of sound, do you think there's too much emphasis on these exact numbers? Some might argue it's overly reductionist.
I can see where you're
True,
coming from,
focusing solely on
absolutely.
numbers like 111 or 888 can oversimplify what's really a holistic experience involving tone, rhythm, and environment.
Right. And that's why it's so important to experiment and personalize your approach. Maintaining a little journal of what frequency you used for how long and noting any shifts in breath or mood can be really informative.
Mhm.
It's all data that informs how effective the ritual really is for you.
Then there's the intriguing world of binaural beats and isochronic tones. Binaural beats rely on each ear receiving a slightly different tone to create a third perceived beat, necessitating headphones, while isochronic tones are pulsing, rhythmic beats that don't always need that close attention.
Right.
Both offer avenues for inducing that state of relaxation or focus, though they work in subtly different ways.
Exactly. And we also touch on sound baths with instruments like singing bowls, which might not be about a precise number, but rather harmonics and resonance. It's a broader, more immersive experience. It's all about creating that supportive and
Yep.
safe space for your nervous system.
And before we wrap up, let's recap our frequency menu. 111 for grounding, 222 for balanced emotional regulation, 432 for gentle relaxation, 528 for an uplifting vibe, 639 for connection, 741 for clarity, 852 for inner guidance, and 888 for an
Absolutely.
abundance boosting mindset. Plus the extras like 396 for releasing fear, 417 for resetting patterns, and 963 for deep meditative states.
Right. And the key takeaway is think of frequency healing like a customizable toolkit for your well being. It's not one size fits all. And if a particular frequency seems too intense, that's your body
Yep,
telling you something. Always remember if your nervous system signals discomfort, adjust accordingly.
exactly. And as a final note, frequency healing is about repetition and consistency. It's not about high vibes only, but about truly learning how to regulate yourself.
Absolutely.
Trying a 10-minute session tonight using one of these techniques might just be the start to deep personal insights on how sound can heal.
Thanks for joining in on this exploration of frequency healing and its practical applications. Keep tuning in, experimenting, and finding what resonates with you, literally and
Yep. See you
figuratively.
next time.